down. You cut the hardcore crew chewing the fat. You cut us shooting the shit. You cut us in the moment. Well, we are kind of now in the moment as we are here to talk about Divas and TNA knockouts. And, well, James from the Big Easy, he has quite a bit he has to get off his chest. So, James, I'm just going to kick it over to you and let you say what you have to say. So, James, have at it.
All right. This is going to be both. I'm going to talk about both TNA knockouts and Divas, but the Divas is my main thing. As we all know, the current Divas division sucks ass. All right. I'm going to tell you why it sucks ass. You know? I mean, you look at the history of the Divas division in WWE. Really, you had great women's wrestlers. I'm not going to say Divas. Women's wrestlers. In the past, like in the 70s, 80s, and a little bit of the 90s. And then once, you know, they brought back the women's title after old Medusa dropped the title into the trash can, we started to have Divas. That's, you know, Sunny, Sable, all that stuff, you know. And then our popular ones were like Trish and Lita, because they were the top divas in that thing. First it was Sable, and then it would have been Trish and Lita. But once Trish and Lita left, really your top divas, really, the top divas only lasted, what, maybe 1-2 years? Because you had Mickey, then Michelle McCool, when they started up the Divas Championship, and they retired the Women's Championship. At some time, Melina, was it? And they didn't have no consistent diva they can fall back to for a good while, you know? And going to today, you know, AJ's technically that top diva, but right now she's on marriage leave. She left. Now we have Paige. But the fact is that even going to the history, they look at models. They look for models in magazines and these beauty pageants, thinking, oh, we can make these models into the next Trish Stratus, the next Lita. It does not work. It sucks. I'm looking at right now, Eva fucking Marie. She has not done shit since she debuted for the Total Diva show. She can't act. She can't dance. She can't wrestle. She can't ring it. I don't even care what she does. Eva Marie thinks she can make a name for herself. It is not working. It is shit. She should be let go. But why is she not let go? She's another pretty face that the WWE loves. And if you're not a pretty face, you're gone. Look at Karma. Look at Caitlyn. Maxine. There's been wrestlers, women's wrestlers, that fight their ass off on the independent scene that does not get a chance. Why? Because they always only look for the pretty faces. That's all it is. It's just all for the pretty faces. And really, I'm going to go to AJ's title reign. She had a good title reign until she went into a feud with Total fucking Divas. There's at least 3 people on Total Divas that I can stay. That's good wrestlers that should have been pushed. Natalia, Brie Bella, she's improving. She's improving. Thanks to Daniel Bryan and Naomi. Why are we giving a fucking chance to fucking Cameron? Why do we give a title shot to Cameron at Elimination Chamber? Why are we now potentially giving her a shot against Paige, who is a great, well, she's kind of green on the main roster, but she's a great wrestler on NXT. Give her time, she's still young. And also, like Paige right now, they're not giving her the right feud. If they would have had her feud with Tamina for maybe 2 months, Alicia Fox. I felt like they could have done a lot with the Alicia Fox thing, but no, they're dropping the ball right now again. And they think once Total Divas pop back on TV again, it's like, oh, we believe that these are your future. We will never push the Divas champion. You are fucking wrong, WWE. You should be looking over your number one priority is the champions. Any champions. This not just goes to the Divas champion. The Intercontinental, the United States champion, tag team champions, especially your WWE World Heavyweight champion. Anybody who holds the belt should be high priority in anything. But they're not even looking at that. Not for the tag team, not for the IC, not for the US, especially not with the Divas division. They always think money. Money is always the thing. And it does not work. Ratings for Total Divas, yeah, you get high ratings, but it does not work for storyline. Drop it. Give the Divas a chance who can actually compete. A chance to show what they can do. As for the knockout, I look at Slammiversary last night, and I was disappointed. Because usually the TNA knockouts are the best, or one of the best. The independent is always the best. The independent scene is always the best with the women's. But it's better than WWE. But they disappoint me. Why? They're recycling an old storyline. Alright? And the fact is that they have a small roster of knockouts. There's Brooke, who's now on Amazing Race. Taryn Terrell, she's on the... She just had a kid. She's expected to come back soon. I don't know how soon, but they say maybe this week, maybe next week. Don't know. But you have to but the fact is that you bring back Angelina Love. I kind of understand that how she is one of the good knockouts there, but I think you should give people heck, Brittany. If Taryn Terrell comes back, give her a chance. Don't always rely on Gail Kim, Madison Rayne, or the beautiful people. Because that will be always your downfall. And TNA still needs to go away from the copying WWE stuff, even though they're not copying WWE in the knockouts thing. Well, actually, they kind of is with the whole Madison Rayne and Brittany angle, but that's kind of a little different. But unless the product improve, is the division for both WWE and TNA gotta keep going downhill. Y'all can say anything now.
All right. I'm glad that you finally had gotten this rant done. I know you've been had a lot to say about the women's division for quite some time, about TNA and the WWE. Where can everyone find you right now?
They can find me on iVlog.tv/user/fatboy504. I can add more to this rant, but once you have 6 minutes, I can still rant, but I don't want to. I want to give everybody their chance to do whatever. I would do game shows and sports and stuff. You can also find me on the Hardcore Wrestling Radio Facebook page. I have posted 2 Divas of the week, and that's 2 announcers, because I don't give a damn about the wrestlers right now.
All right. Joe, I mean, after hearing his rant, what do you really think about the Divas division or the Knockouts division? Do you think there's what do you think is going on with the division at all, as a whole?
Well, I'm here. I just had to take back from that, his rant. I think it was very good. It's good someone said that, and I'm known for basically being the guy who rants about TNA and, today's wrestling is anything. James hit everything on the head. You can't really. There's nothing I can add except both companies need to go out and start looking for women wrestlers. I don't like this diva and knockouts type scenarios, because it was never about that. It's never about people trying to be, if you're a diva, you should be singing,
I think
Aretha Franklin don't want to be Aretha Franklin doesn't want to be called a diva because of, people like Mariah Carey and all these other people that make their diva title, or should I say name, look bad. I think they should go back to old school women wrestlers and actually go hunt women wrestlers on the indie scene. Really? I can't add any more.
Yeah. As a whole, I think the name Knockouts or Divas, I think it's just a fancy name of saying women wrestler. I think that's all it is. I think, some people may look deep into it, but at the end of the day, the WWE may use that diva and may take it to a level higher because, yes, obviously WWE has a standard, no doubt. But I think in TNA, I think they've perfectly said, hey, look, they're not looking for the model, so to speak. Well, maybe now they do. I don't know if they do. But back in the day, they've had bigger women, they've had larger women, so they really didn't care. They weren't picky. They've certainly had older women. But that's pretty much it as whole. Lance, what are your thoughts about women wrestling today?
Yeah, I gotta agree with 100% what James said. It needs a hell of a lot of work and a hell of a lot of new blood.
All right. Well, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up here.
You can't wrap it up just yet.
The Bay Area MVP has just joined us. Thank you for joining us, Bay. All right, well, give us your thoughts.
Thoughts about what? Give me the topic.
This is the Diva rant.
You missed the whole Diva rant. You missed, you're the one who set this up, and you missed it all.
I'm sorry. I know.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about women in wrestling today. So, what are your thoughts about women in wrestling today?
I need an IV. I need some whiskey and a whole lot of John Wayne videos because this is going down faster than the toilet.
All right. Well, with that, then I think we can wrap things up now. Then, Joe, where can everyone find you at?
Oh, they can find me on Facebook at Joseph Knight Manager. You can also find me on Twitter at JKnightManager. That's Knight with a K. And one thing I gotta say, I have to say that they need to go back to hunting. They have to go on the independents and redo these rosters. Get those good people, men and women. There's good people out there who can work cheap. Get them.
All right. Lance, where can everyone find you at?
YouTube.com/LanceMossTV. Got album reviews, NASCAR discussion videos, redneck Mexican videos, and some guitar reviews and stuff like that. And if you hadn't subscribed, why hadn't you?
Yeah, why haven't you indeed? And of course, we have the iVlog tag team in the house. James from the Big Easy, thank you again for that big rant. And then, of course, we have the Bay Area MVP known as Will. Will, why don't you tell us all about the iVlog?
Well, currently right now, iVlog is a place where you can make yourself known, but unfortunately, me and James are taking a break right now. Why? World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the World Cup. And whenever James gets that funky smell off my car.
Well, as for us, you can always find us over at our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/hardcorewrestleradio. And please, make sure you subscribe with us over at our YouTube page at youtube.com/HWR Show. So for everyone here, I'm your hardcore host, Rick Head, saying we'll see you when we see you. Thank you for listening to this edition of In the Moment. Be sure to follow us over at dailymotion.com/hardcorewrestleradio, and be sure to like us at our Facebook page at facebook.com/hardcorewrestlingradio, and please subscribe to us over at youtube.com/HWR Show. Until the next time, this is your hardcore host, Rick Head, saying we'll see you when we see you.